What really makes a property good for you to invest your hard-earned money in it? Now, let me quickly explain it to you. So the number one thing is that it must have verifiable title document. So whenever you want to buy property, one of the first things that you should look into is the title covering that property. So you want to know the document that comes with that property, because without document, there's no proof of ownership. So document is what basically tells you if that property belongs to a particular person and if that property is genuine. Now, it's one thing to know the document covering that property, but it's another thing to verify if that document is genuine. Now, for instance, here in the state of Enugu, we have documents like deed of assignment, C of O, registered survey plan, and many other documents that are used in real estate land transaction here in the state of Enugu. But once you want to buy land from an individual, from a company, if you get to know the document that covers the property they want to sell to you, another thing is to verify to know if these documents are genuine. If it's a deed of assignment, a registered survey plan, you need to go to the land registry and verify this document. First, you want to know if government has any interest over that property, and also you want to be sure that that property is free from any form of land dispute and every form of encumbrances. And you might go ahead to go to the community to know if there's any dispute over that property, and even check the court to know if there's any litigation over that property. By carrying out all this proper due diligence, it will help you to know if that property is genuine, and you are sure that whenever you invest in such property, you not have to blame yourself in the future. Number two is that it must be accessible. Now, when it comes to real estate investments, accessibility is a great factor to consider. In fact, it's one of the major factors that determines if a property is worth investing into. So when you talk about accessibility, you're talking about how easy is it for you to get to that property you want to buy. Take, for instance, you are buying a land. You want to know the distance of that land to the major road, to the commercial areas, and to other infrastructure situated in that location. If a property doesn't have great accessibility, I mean, if that property is very difficult for you to access it, to get to, know that that property is not worth your investment. So whenever you want to invest, look out for the accessibility. Property must be very easy to access. It probably have to be very close to commercial city and also close to the major road. So you don't have to find difficulty when you want to construct in that land. Maybe people who will assist you, the engineers, the contractors who help you to build on your land, they are finding it difficult to convey materials that they will use for the construction. By then, you now understand that that property was not worth your investment. Number three is that it must be in a promising location. Now, there are factors that you need to look into for you to know if a property or if a location is promising. Now, you need to look out for factors like infrastructural development. You need to consider factors like accessibility, and then you need to also consider factors like government presence. So when you see a location, a property that already has great accessibility, that has government presence, and that has infrastructural development. So I'm talking about infrastructures like drainage system, infrastructures like perimeter fence, infrastructures like road construction, infrastructure like developed properties like residential homes, maybe surrounding such location, and then commercial properties also. So these factors actually portrays that that property is very promising. So if you're investing in such location where you already see these factors, it simply means that in the future that place is going to develop fast, and also every property situated in such location is going to appreciate very fast, because these factors are actually basically what determine the value of that property will increase in the future. So whenever you want to buy land, please look out for locations that are very promising, locations that have these factors. And you know that whenever you commit your hard-earned money, you are sure getting massive return in the future. Now, if you're an investor or a first-time buyer, even in Nigeria and diaspora, and looking for a property that is situated here in the state of Enugu that meets these three factors, then let me introduce you to Delos Garden Estate. So Delos Garden Estate is located in 9th Mile, just off the Enugu-Nsukka Expressway. It shares close boundary with the Lion Business Park, and it is very close to major industries like Nigerian Brewery, 7-Up Bottling Company, the Coca-Cola Bottling Company. And now currently this property is selling for 4.5 million naira. And this price covers for the land and also for the document. It comes with a deed of assignment and a registered survey plan. Now, what does this tell you as an investor? It simply means that this property is free from government interest. It is fully registered, and it is free from every forms of encumbrances. Each plot in this estate measures 460 square meter. I mean, that's enough space, whatever you want to do on your plot in the future. Now, if you're an investor and looking for a property that will help you to make massive return in the future, whether you are thinking about capital appreciation or you're thinking about land banking, or you want a property that you can buy now and possibly build a factory in the future, then Delos Garden is that estate for you. All you need to just to go ahead, call or WhatsApp the number showing on your screen, and we take you to the site so that you get to see this property in person, and then you can make investment by buying one or two plots in such estate. We look forward to seeing your call.